What's going on, everyone? My name is Freddie Penn Jones, and welcome back to another episode of a PSN podcast. Honestly, man, last week we had a update that Michael will not be part of the uh, will not be a part of any episodes for the time being. I don't really know when he'll be joining, but because of some personal dilemma going on in his life. I don't know how long Michael is going to be absent from the podcast, but honestly, I will keep everyone updated. I have been speaking to him lately, but for now, Michael is going to be absent for a little bit. I can't really say when he'll come back, but he will be gone for a little. But obviously, we are going to continue with more episodes. Obviously, Daquan will continue to show up in the episodes. Lunar Gaming will be coming back into the episodes as well. And obviously, more guests will be coming back. Some returning guests, hopefully some new guests. But honestly, man, if you haven't been following the podcast on Spotify or other streaming services where you listen to podcasts, I recommend that y'all check that out right now. And also be sure to check out my YouTube channel, Cody Penn Jones. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. I'm planning to leave Twitch. But obviously, man, just be sure to check out my stuff all over the internet. And also, I'm really happy to welcome returning guest, James Buckman, however he says it, not to be rude, from the group Hot Apollo. Obviously, man, I'm really happy to bring this dude right back into the podcast. We did have him on here last year talking about his new album, and we're going to be bringing him right back in again. So, honestly, we're just waiting for him to, join the link and everything. So, honestly, I'm really excited to really bring him back on. But again, be sure to check out Hot Apollo, and also know that this episode is sponsored by Pogger's Drink Mix. It is a great drink brand. I think you guys would really love it, despite the fact that I'm drinking a Pepino Gatorade. you know. But obviously, Pogger's Drink Mix, great drink brand, has some of the best flavors, the best mixes. It's like it has a hydration mix, which is better than Gatorade, Powerade, Kool-Aid, all that stuff. It's better than all that shit. And obviously, they also have an energy mix, which is better than Monster and all that stuff. And y'all know what I'm talking about, And y'all can get 10% off with my code PandaJones10. That's PandaJones10. So honestly, man, check out the link below. Pogger's Drink Mix, baby. Get your drink on. And obviously, again, Poggers, thank you for sponsoring this episode. Right now, we are waiting for James Buckman to join in on the call. So, while we wait, we're going to patiently wait. Also, this might be somewhat of a short episode, but we'll keep it short and sweet. We'll try to get as much things done. I can't really say how long this episode will be, but we're going to try to, really get as much out there, because I do have a lot of things to really get out the way. Like I'm hitting them up right now. Still waiting. I actually thought that he'd be ready. But I mean, obviously, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to, you know, be a jerk and rush and everything. I mean, in a way, it is kind of my fault. I mean, I did sort of wake up late. It's like I didn't really get a whole lot of sleep last night. So in a way, it is kind of my fault. I slept in. I'm trying to fix my sleep hours. It's really hard to sleep at night. Like it's some really like I wouldn't say insomnia kind of thing, but it's a tough time to sleep. It's it's a motherfucker. I mean, it's like I try to really get as much sleep as I really can, but it's like at the same time with my sleep hours being so shit before, it's hard to really get used to a new sleep schedule. So it's like I am trying to do better with my hours. I am trying to wake up more early in the day and go to sleep much earlier in the night. Because I want to be able to get as much recordings done. And obviously, I've also been so like busy with recording God of War episodes.
Can you hear me?
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, can you hear me?
Hold on. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me right now?
Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Are you able to hear me right now? Hello, can you hear me good?
I can't.
No, you can't hear me? Hold on.
Okay, I hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome.
Alright, cool. Clearly that fucking microphone don't work for shit for some apps.
All good?
Yeah. Anyways, I was just saying how I've been trying to really work on my sleep schedule as of lately. I did plan to like do this much earlier, but it's like with my sleep schedule being so shit, it's hard to get used to a new sleep schedule, man. So it's like
Yeah, man.
I take partial blame for it. Alright, so last time we met, we were trying to do a new episode, and we were discussing how you were dealing with some label issues and a new album that didn't come onto Spotify.
It did come on to Spotify, but then the guy who claimed to be my manager disappeared, and then when he came back, he stole all of my music. And
Yeah.
the distributor, Earache Records, was not helpful in getting it back. Instead, they just took half my music down from Spotify. And so if you want to listen to all of Hot Apollo right now, check us out on YouTube or SoundCloud or Bandcamp. But as it stands, our first and third album are not currently on Spotify. Everything else is, so our second album and all the old singles are on there, but stuff that's not currently on there, and it's annoying. I'm not a fan of this, and I'm trying to get worked out. I might need to get lawyers involved, which I did not want to do, but feels like my hand is being forced.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit to be put into. And we were also talking about like the differences with like your obvious opinion on whether it's easier to be independent and not under a label, or if it's easier to be with a label and like get better assistance and production work and all that stuff.
Well, it's funny. I'm not the best person to speak on that because despite being signed to 3 separate labels, I've never really worked with a label. I've worked with people who thought they were doing things and making moves, but they just didn't have it together. And okay, this last guy, Eric/Katrina Scarlett of Earache Records, that dude is a straight up criminal. The other people had the best intentions in mind, but they were like running like 2-man operations, and they were not like real professionals, and they just had to call it because you realized their limitations. And that's nothing on them. I definitely respect and encourage ambition, and sometimes you've got to try something to realize that either you can't do it or you've got to go back to the drawing board. Nothing wrong with that. But I wish those other two labels the best. They did what they could. It just wasn't meant to be. It wasn't in the cards at that point. And so yeah, I've been entirely indie my whole life, and it's a slog. But so I guess we'll see if I ever get signed to a fully functional label. What that's like. I think I'll like it a bit more personally.
Yeah.
But we'll see. My thing is my skill set is the art, right? I'm a performer. I'm a creator. I'm not a social media manager. I'm not a promoter or a clerk, and I need to be all these things to do it indie, and I try, but I'm just not it's not where my expertise is. So it's a slog, and it's messy.
Yeah. Do you think that it would have been much easier on you, if you chose to be independent? That way, you wouldn't be dealing with so much,
No, I mean, I am independent. I am independent, and it's hard.
Oh, okay.
All these things that I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I would like to have people. I would like to concentrate on what I'm good at. Instead, my attention and time is divided by all these things that I am not good at. And I didn't. When I set out, I want to be a rock star. I didn't think I was going to have to be filing all these forms and going on and then making all the social media content and trying to figure out what hashtags are trending and all that stuff. It's not. It's not my skill set. I just my problem is I love the game too much to quit, even though it's it requires all these things I hate.
Yeah, I like how you still have that fire in you to just shit happens, but I'm not gonna let it stop me. It's most people would just quit.
Yeah.
But what exactly was this new album that you released lately? You said that it wasn't on Spotify, but I never really got to check it out. I don't even know what this new album was.
Check it out on Bandcamp. It's called Against the Odds Because We're Gods, and you can check it. And it's got some classic Hot Apollo style stuff. It's also got some more experimental stuff. It's got a couple of funk rock songs. It's got our first full on song called Jowler Brew. If there are any metal fans listening, I say check it out. Let me know what you think. And I'm pretty easy to reach. As I said, my Instagram also got hacked a few months ago, and despite repeated efforts, I'm not able to get it back. But I'm still reachable. Hot Apollo on TikTok. My email is hotapollo@rockmail.com. I made a backup Facebook because I can't make a new Instagram, so that's just Jaymes Hot Apollo.
Yeah.
If you want to reach out with me and tell me what you think of the new album or anything else, get at me. You can even put my links in the show notes if you want.
Yeah, I'll absolutely drop a link to your Facebook and all that stuff. And obviously, I was also mentioning how in the previous episode that I completely got fucked over and lost my Instagram account because of false claims and shit. And just recently, I fucking got my Twitter account temporarily suspended for quote unquote inauthentic behavior. And it's I'm thinking, what the fuck does that mean?
It's these AI moderation glitches that are going around. On Instagram alone, hundreds of thousands of people in the last year. I've had some friends who've looked into it, and it's crazy what's happening. And Facebook was monetized, and then I just disappeared, and I've not been able to get back yet. But if any lawyers or anyone or in the audience, let me know. Give me a shout. Let me know what we can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's annoying.
But obviously, in the previous episode, first off, I do want to let you know that you are actually the second returning guest. So honestly, it is nice to really bring you back on again. But last time we spoke, you were also mentioning how you were in a relationship, and I've always been curious, what it's like to really, try to balance the two out.
What, music and love? I mean, they're the two most important things in my life.
Yeah. Like, is it hard to really balance the two? You know, it's like to really put focus on both of them.
No, as long as you're, I mean, it depends on, you've got to be with the right person, I think, and the person who understands that, you know, you have other things in your life, and the person I'm with has other things in her life, and,
Hmm.
you know, it doesn't detract from our relationship, I don't think. It just, you know, it makes
Yeah.
more of, it makes us more of what we are, you know?
Okay.
So in some ways,
Yeah.
it makes it easier to love, you know?
Yeah.
I've been in relationships where, like, I was the only thing in that person's life, and that was not
Hmm.
by choice, not by my choice, but it was the case I fell into, and it was not a good situation. Like, I, like, being someone's entire world is not a good thing to be, I don't
Hmm.
think. I can be, you know, I can't have someone's entire world revolve around me. Like, you know, I can't be their, like, actual literal sun, you know?
Yeah.
I can be their moon or their stars, you know, I can be a bright point in their life. But,
Yeah.
like, they've got
I
other
agree.
things going on. Otherwise, I feel like I'm not with a fully formed person. I'm with, I don't know, sometimes I feel like in other past relationships, it's felt like I was with someone who wanted to, like, just, like, crawl into me and, like, use my body like a puppet. And that's not a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that's a fucked up situation.
I guess I'm very easy to, like, love bomb. I'm not good at picking up on danger signals. But
Hmm.
after the last ex, I was like, okay, this time I'm gonna, like, dial in and, like, actually try to figure out what's gonna be good for me, and it worked out.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I'm excited.
And obviously, I'm happy that you did find someone that's perfect for you, and that person like absolutely supports your goals and your dreams, and like
The most
sticks
important,
around. You know.
crazy.
Yeah. It's like it's
And
really
under,
tough to really. Hmm? Go ahead.
and understanding and patience. Sorry, I was just gonna you know, list a litany of things I like about her, but, you know, that's not this podcast.
Yeah. It's like I was gonna say, it's really tough to really find someone that can like understand your situation and like put themselves first before their partners. You know, it's like it's it's a sticky situation. You know.
Yeah, but I think it's worth it. You know, I mean, it takes, if it's important to you, and it is to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a lot. I mean, it took me a lot of, like, patience and stubbornness
Hmm.
to fight that. Like, you know, for I mean, honestly, for a long time, I didn't think I, like, was worthy of something like that, and but but when I found her, people around me were like, yeah, you were selling yourself short. And then one person was
Hmm.
like, you know, to be fair, you know, good people are hard to find sometimes.
Yeah.
It is hard to find the person that you want, who's also good for you, and, you know, who also feels the same way. It's you know, it sounds simple, but it takes so much searching.
Yeah. I agree. So this
Well,
new album. Oh, go ahead.
oh, just yeah, just it takes a lot of luck.
Yeah. Okay. So what exactly can you really like explain to me, like behind the name of this new album that you released?
Against the odds because we're gods is a mantra I've had in my head and heart for a very long time, and
Hmm.
just, like, I don't know, given especially how things have been lately, it's always felt like a very, like, positive uh, philosophy that still acknowledges the difficulties of, you know, existing with not impossible dreams, you know?
Yeah.
Like, things are set against me. Things might not work out, but that's no reason to not try, you know? Because I've got it, you
Yeah.
know? I, I, if there's a way for things to work out, then I've got what it takes. And if there isn't, I've still got what it takes. It just didn't work out. And that's fine. And,
Hmm. Yeah.
it's always been, um, a big part of my worldview, and I think like against the odds because we're gods is a decent way of summing it up. And I thought, yeah, like the songs are actually for an album. It felt like it felt really cool and declarative.
Yeah. It's like it really just like gives off the like inspirational like motivation for people to just like go against like the norm, you know?
Exactly. Don't worry about norms. Just focus on who you are and who you want
Yeah,
to be.
exactly. If it's not normal, then fine, fuck it, you know, just do what makes you happy.
Exactly. Norms can figure out a way to live with you.
Yeah. It's like
Well,
quite a
no.
few people were. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Nothing. I
Oh,
was
I was
agreeing.
gonna say it's like quite a few people have been like skeptical about the whole like YouTube idea and podcast idea. It's like everyone thought like, oh, you're just trying to be the next blah blah blah, and it's like, no, I'm doing this because I fucking enjoy creating something that people can enjoy.
Right. And that's what it's about. Like making art for anyone who wants it to be there, whether it's you or your audience, however big or small. Like just
Hmm.
make stuff. Like that's
Exactly.
part of what life's about, creation.
Yeah. The right fans will support and love what you release. And
Yeah.
honestly, it's like I'm happy that the music that you create is like it gives off a different kind of sound that people can enjoy.
Yeah.
Because everyone has their own certain genres that they can vibe to. But you, it's like you deliver something completely unique and different from other groups. It's like it's very Ninja Sex Party ish in a way.
Wait, what was the last thing you said? What party?
Ninja Sex Party with
Oh, yeah.
yeah. It's like it's somewhat like that in a way, but it's like blended with a little bit of like punk rock to it.
Yeah. That's probably a good way of summing it up. I'm not like that familiar with Ninja Six Party, but over the last like few years, people have told me to like check them out, and I like their vibe. I like the
Yeah.
whimsy, I like the like they make good music, but they also have like a witticism about them, and I vibe with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
It's like
Um,
uh
oh yeah, I do feel like a bit of a duty to like I have with my bandmates like uh, an idiosyncratic approach to art, and I think the
yeah.
world can use all the different perspectives it can handle or it can get.
Yeah.
We bring ours, and I think that we kind of have a responsibility to share that with the world. Because the world's
Exactly.
like everywhere else.
It's like what Dan Avidan brings. It's like it's humor and jokes, but at the same time, like blended with a rock sound to it.
Yeah. One of my favorite bands in high school was The Who, and I feel like they were
Mm.
they were like the earliest band I can think of that like really put like the the humor like on Front Street, Like
Yeah.
they're renowned for like their like musical virtuosity, but they
Yeah.
also Pete Townshend and even like in Keith Moon were like really eccentric, weird, like quirky dudes, and they wanted to share that
Hmm.
with the world too, And they had like some songs, they had the hits like Bob O'Reilly and Won't Get Fooled Again, and I can't explain like these like banger rock songs. But besides that, they also had
Yeah.
these weird like basically novelty songs that were still like really good, and it's just like something they wanted to do because they'd fool around and hit on something cool, and they're like, yeah, we want to share this with the world too, And I thought it
Exactly.
was cool that even back in the '60s, in a very, I would say overall a more buttoned down time, the early '60s compared to now, there
Hmm.
were still people who could be on top of the world doing things like I don't know a weird like yodeling version of like the theme from Peer Gynt, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's like absolute stuff, but then they got on the radio, and I thought that was so cool.
Exactly. It's like it completely like everything that they delivered completely just skyrocketed them, and no one expected it to happen. And it's like now the Who became like one of the biggest names in the '60s.
Yeah, and it's a lot more common now. Like I think like slowly society's become like kind of more accepting like of just like weird things getting out there. Although I mean, often you do have to like prove yourself first. But yeah, I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
the world, there's like much more of the world that's exposed, like that once weird. You know, people are aware of
Yeah.
that now, and
Yeah.
everyone can find their own stream, which I think is cool. There's like that is a benefit of the like kind of sidelining of the monoculture in favor of people like
Yeah.
being able to put things out there and hopefully have it find its audience. You know, the signal to noise
Mm-hmm.
ratio is awful, but the stuff's out there if you want to look for it, and we're out there.
Yeah. All right. One more question before we go. This
Yeah.
actually like caught my interest. Like, if you've ever had the idea of like having features with other people or like collaborating with other people, it's like I've always been curious. Like, what if like you brought someone else onto a record or you joined someone else's? Like, have you ever had the idea or dreams of like featuring with someone?
I mean, I love working with people in whatever capacity. I'm always down for collaborations. If anyone wants to hit me up, I'm open. I guess, haven't put a ton of like focus on like organizing that myself because I've been I focus like pretty tunnel visiony on getting
Yeah.
like Hot Apollo stuff out there and done and all the stuff around that. And it's like like 10 different jobs at least by itself. So I guess I
Yeah.
haven't like bandwidth to like really like take the initiative as far as collaborations go. But if when they come my way, I give them my all. So right now, the first one I'm like trying to get in motion for this year is I have a friend who is a Eurobeat DJ called Ryuko Pegasasu. Check him out. Like he has some amazing
Okay.
songs. Believe is one song he has that like I've listened to like probably hundreds of times at this point since I discovered it like in the fall. I love that song so much. It's on Spotify. You can check it out. It's like
Okay.
Ryuko, Ryuko, and then Pegasasu. Like, let me double check that. Hold on, let me right now.
Okay.
To make sure I've got it. Yeah, it's like Pegasus, like the winged horse. Or sorry, it's
Mhm.
Gasasu. Pegasasu. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we want to do a kind of hybrid song that's like part Eurobeat, part punk, and I think that'd be super cool.
Yeah.
He does too. So hopefully we're gonna get that figured out this year.
And that would be dope. I think it would really be dope for you two to like work together on something. That I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
But obviously, like you guys can check out Hot Apollo's new music. Again, he did say that it's on Bandcamp, it's on SoundCloud, it's on YouTube, and what was it again? One more time.
Against the Odds Because We're Gods is the new album, and our second
Yeah.
album singles are still up on Spotify and all the other streamers, but some stuff is not because of shenanigans out of my control.
Yeah.
But I'm working on it. I just talked to a lawyer today for some counsel about what to do, and I don't know if anyone has any advice on this stuff. Like, let me know, because again, this is way outside of my area of expertise. I did not think I'd have to be dealing with this stuff, but I am, and I'm doing my best, and it'll get resolved at some point.
Mhm.
It's a messy road sometimes.
Yeah. But honestly, man, James, is it James? It's like I keep accidentally mispronouncing your name. So I want to get it right. Is it James?
It's Jaymes.
James. Okay. I keep fucking it up.
There's no other.
All right, honestly, man. Again, it is absolutely nice, really bringing you back on here again for a second interview, man. And I'm happy that you're still smiling, you're still making music, despite the bullshit that the universe throws.
Yeah.
But honestly, I hope you guys, huh?
We're gonna stop.
Yeah. And do you have any like final words or advice or like any last thing that you want to say to people?
Just nothing much beyond like dreams make life worth living, I think.
Yeah, that's awesome. But honestly, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, thank you for coming back on here again as a returning guest. hopefully we can continue bringing you on again in the future. But yeah, again, be sure to check out Hot Apollo on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and again, be sure to check out his music. I'm absolutely gonna check it out right after I'm done with this.
Awesome. It's been an absolute pleasure, man. Anytime you want to talk, I'm around.
Excellent. Hopefully, I'll even get my Twitter right back up again.
Yeah.
But honestly, I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and I will see y'all next Sunday. Peace.